This is for the men. This is for the man. This may just be for a man or many men. I just know I got up this morning with a heart to share this. There is a giant in the land, and it's taunting, and it's teasing, and it's haunting, and it's mocking you, making fun of you, staring you down, and it's continuing to instill fear that you will be paralyzed in this place that you're in from right now till the rest of your life. There is a giant that has been bullying you. Now, different men face different giants. For some of you, your giant is your health. You are out of shape. You are fat. I'm sorry. That's not even politically acceptable anymore, I don't think. But that's what you are. And you used to be in shape, but not anymore. And this giant is like, bro, go eat a french fry and shut up. This giant might be your relationship. You and your wife or your significant other, y'all just can't see eye to eye, and it looks like you're not getting any closer to healing, and you're growing further apart, and you don't know what to do. This giant may be your relationship with your child, and you don't know how to connect with your child or have a relationship. This giant might be your financial situation. You're always in debt, and your credit is horrible, and you don't know what to do financially to overcome it. This giant might be your sense of vision. Like you have a dream, like if you could see really clearly you doing something, and this being a part of your purpose, you just don't know how to get there. This giant might be an addiction that you just really want to be free of. But every time you get into this sunken place, it calls you. You keep going back to it. You keep going back to it, and you're a slave to it, and you hate being a slave, but you just want to be free. You just want to be free, and you just don't know how to get freedom. This giant might be a place in your soul that was damaged from your past, and you've never had the courage to go back and fix it. So you just walk around damaged with a limp. You walk around hurt. You got to try to show everybody else that you're okay, but you're not. And you've gotten used to this giant dominating your life for so long that you just assume that you're going to be a slave to this giant until you die. I felt compelled this morning to get up and say to somebody, you are a warrior. You don't have to be a Golden State fan like me, but deep inside, every man is a warrior, a soldier. Society has punked the warriors. Society has given permission for men to be cowards. Society has given us the permission to make excuses and use words like try as opposed to do. See, I don't use the word try in my vocabulary. I don't. I tell my kids try is a cuss word. It's a bad word, because what we'll do, we'll go around and we'll say, we'll make an effort. We'll make some slim effort to do something. Or maybe the effort is not slim. Maybe it costs us a little bit. But we put in effort and we don't see fruit right away. And because of that, then we say, I tried. Tried is just a poor excuse of effort, but you were never determined to get to that place of victory as a warrior in the first place. Warriors say, I will. Warriors say, I'm going to do it. Warriors say, whatever it takes, I'm going to make it happen. This might hurt. This might cost everything that I have. Even if it's got to kill me to do it, I'm going to overcome this, because that's the mentality of a warrior. A warrior. A warrior. You are a man. God created you to be a warrior. Now if there's some woman that's watching, don't take it personal, because God created women to be warriors too. I see a lot of women warriors. I don't see a lot of brothers that are warriors, and that's no shade. And let me be very clear. If this is the wrong mailing address, then don't read the mail, because this ain't for you. But I know that there's some brothers. You have to fight. Some of you saying, bro, I'm tired of fighting. I've been fighting. I don't know if I have any more fight in me. I get that. Might I propose your method of fighting may not necessarily be the method that you needed to use, and you exhausted yourself unnecessarily. Look, I want to take you to something. For the people that know me, to the people that follow me, whether you be on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook, whoever you are, you know I'm a man of faith. I am a pastor. I love Jesus. Jesus is my role model. Jesus is my savior. Jesus is the example that I choose to follow. You may not roll with Jesus like that. I respect that. I just simply submit, before you stop following me or just tune out to this video, consider something that I share from a biblical perspective that might just help you if something I said before resonated with where you are and where you want to be. Because if not, if you continue down this path, this giant is going to demean and belittle you to the point that you're not even living life at all. So I want you to do this. This is a homework assignment for you. I want you to go to 1 Samuel 17. I'm not going to read it. I don't feel compelled to go through this and give you a whole Bible study. But I want you to read 1 Samuel 17. I want you to read about this dude named David that faced a giant and he killed that Bama. And the reason why I just bring him up immediately is because some of y'all are tired from fighting, but you've been fighting the wrong way. When David killed the giant, David just needed one stone to the forehead. And what I'm saying to you is that if you're fighting with God, the fight don't have to be hard. If you're fighting with God, then all you have to do is follow his instructions on how to fight so you're not exhausting unnecessary energy. So y'all want to be warriors, but you don't want to be God's warriors. You don't want to build a relationship with God. Some of you claim you're agnostic, but you really know. Some of you claim you don't believe in God, but there's too much intelligence in this world and in the seasons and creation for you to dispute that. Or some of you just like, yeah, my wife, or that's for women, and they got that faith thing, but there's a void in your soul. And there are questions that you can't seem to answer. And there are just certain insurmountable situations that you are in, and you can't just overcome them by yourself. You need something bigger than you that can walk with you, that can help you fight, that can give you the instructions and steps so that your fight doesn't seem so exhausting. So you can be like David and just go with whatever tools God gives you and be victorious and kill your giant. Can you see it? God wants you to kill your giant. Can you envision it? Like the financial lack, the poor health, the bad relationship, whatever your giant is, the addiction. God, can you see yourself slaying the giant? God didn't give you testosterone for no reason. God didn't give you this, that we men have, this passion, this craziness, this roughness, this ruggedness. Society tries to get us to do manicures and just be very bougie as men. That's not what we were called to be. And then they give us this label of toxic masculinity because there have been some men that have used their masculinity to disrespect and dishonor women. But that doesn't take away the fact that God gave you this thing called masculinity, and he gave a fight inside of you to overcome any situation if you're determined to do so. So stop being a victim. Stop making a man cave in fear. Stop making a man cave in addictions. Be the warrior that you're supposed to be, that God called you to be. Because the people that love you the most are waiting for you. They need you. They are hoping that you would get out of this funk and rise up. We got to get to this point where men can be men. We got to get back to a point where men will be men no matter what. I don't say any of this in a judgment personally to anyone. I say this out of a heartfelt conviction. Because I had a lot of giants. I had a lot of giants that was pimping my life. A lot of giants. I had giants of sexual addictions. I had giants that was destroying my relationship with my wife. I had giants of financial lack. I had giants that had me off course from my purpose. I had giants that would torment me from the things that happened in my past. I had giants of my physical health. Man, practically, I never thought I'd get down to 185. I was at 215, looking like baby Sherman Klump. But every single giant I decided to face, it cost me something. I sought God's direction. I put in the effort. I never settled for try, and I was determined to win. I got a giant I'm fighting right now. I got a big giant. I got a huge giant I'm fighting right now. But you know what? I can't let this giant punk me. I've come too far, and I've seen God move too many times in too many other situations. I've slayed too many other giants to know that I'm not going to let this giant punk me. I've got to kill this one too. And I want you to do some killing with me. I want you to do some killing with me. So look, if there's anything that I said that resonated with you, hopefully it's timely for somebody. I want you to put it in the chat. Say, yo, I needed to hear this. Say, yeah, I'm a warrior. That's right. Put, I'm a warrior and I'm going to fight. That's what I want you. Put, because then I'll know you watched the whole thing through. Say, I'm a warrior and I'm going to fight. I'm a warrior and I'm determined to fight. I'm a warrior and I am determined to be victorious. Victorious. My wife and I are celebrating 26 years in August. And I never even thought we'd get to 10 years. Let alone 26, but I was determined to fight. Even when she said, I want a divorce, every single day, she was like, I want a divorce. I was determined to be victorious. Didn't think I'd get down to 185 pounds, but I was determined to be victorious. So I want you to tell me that you're done with being a victim, because you're ready to be victorious. You're done being a victim. You're ready to be victorious. I want you to put in the comments, I'm a warrior and I'm ready to fight. I'm a warrior and I'm ready to fight. I'm a warrior and I'm ready to win. I'm ready to win. I'm ready to kill this giant. And if you need help, I'm your guy. Let's go. I actually coach. No, for real. I coach warriors. I believe that I can help you win. I can help you win in your relationships. I can help you win in your sexual integrity. I can help you win by identifying your purpose. I believe I might be able to help you win. And if you're interested in following me up on that, here's a link. Let's set up a date. It's a free consultation for just 20 minutes. And we'll see if it's a good fit. And if you're willing to make the investment, I'm willing to help you win. All right? But even if you don't, because I didn't put this video on just to get coaching clients. Even if you don't, it's time for you to be victorious. It's time for you to be the warrior that you were called by God to be. Go read 1 Samuel chapter 17. Read about David. And I pray that the spirit of David falls on every man that's watching this video. God created you to be a warrior. So let's fight. And let's win. Let's go.